In what ways can social norms be broken?
By questioning them, by questioning their validity, by making the assumption that just because somebody in authority tells me that this is the right thing to do doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right thing to do.
Okay, we found a location now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by brushing my teeth. From there I'm going to start to shave. I'm a little, not nervous, but when I go to do something like this, I kind of have to block out everybody around me. Otherwise, I become too self-conscious. Off your right shoulder, you want to go ahead and film. You got a police officer walking by. So, concern here is, of course, we're breaking social norms, so it's going to cause attention towards me. I don't think we're really breaking any laws or anything, but they might hassle us a little bit. So we're going to start. You're going to find a place then right now to go ahead and film me. I'm going to start by brushing my teeth. He's not quite ready yet. So this is going to be Joe shaving in public. I mean, how many times have you seen that at an amusement park?
Social norms, we're oftentimes critical of them in terms of the dynamics that they take, and because they're going against the grain and questioning the status quo, this is something that's problematic and negative. All positive social change that's taken place in this country and in other countries has been a result of social deviance.
Even though you do things outside of the norm, people weren't real vocal about anything. They never attacked me vocally. There was, I think, during the shaving scene, which I'm just going from memory, it might have been 2 minutes that I shaved, it may be longer. I don't know. We'd have to look at that. But even though they were shocked by the behavior, nobody said anything out loud to me. So I wonder how far you'd have to push something to make somebody be vocal with you.
If you're like everybody else and you do what everybody else does, that this is necessarily a good thing. Social change wouldn't happen. Social progress wouldn't take place. This evolution of not only our culture but our species wouldn't happen if we all just sort of went along and did what everybody else did. I mean, we do celebrate a value of individuality and creativity. It has led to innovation and discovery in this culture that has made us economically the world's only true superpower, and that's transferred politically and militaristically. That has come about by this concept, people thinking outside the box, people doing what they feel is right and best and appropriate, even if it goes against the grain. And so those dynamics of social norms, I think, violating social norms can be, and oftentimes is, really functional and really positive.
What would be your first impression of someone brushing their teeth and shaving their face in public?
I think, I'd hate to say this, but I think my first impression would be all right, where's the cameras at? Because a lot of things like that, you just assume that someone's doing it for attention. Maybe because who's honestly gonna go and brush their teeth by a fountain or anything like that? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I have a different mentality than other people, so some people will just be like, this guy's crazy, got out of a mental institution or something, you know what I mean? Or maybe he's homeless, somehow he lives here.
I would think they were probably crazy. I don't know, they were weird, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to think.
I would think that they were sick, maybe, or doing some sort of performance piece.
I think that they were homeless.
I probably think they're a little weird, maybe crazy.
Relativity of social norms. Norms are relative to individuals. No, that wouldn't bother me at all. I mean, do what you want. I'm guilty. I brush my teeth out of the back of my car on road trips. Haven't shaved, as you can see. Don't really practice that to any great extent anyway. So, I mean, no, that's something. And norms vary too in degree. I mean, there are really minor, insignificant norms sociologists call folkways that you violate them. Some people might find you a little strange, a little bizarre, but big deal. So
First impression was, why is he doing it? first thing I thought it was, it might be a person who works here who's kind of shifting gears, doing something different. Work this morning, shaving, and gonna go out tonight. That was the first thing. Then I thought, there'll be something else in that, something different.
Abnormal, kind of weird. But you know, you see weird stuff every day.
At first I was looking to see if he was late for something.
Like I said, I thought it was kind of weird since the restroom was kind of across the alleyway. Other than that, he was just minding his own business.
What I thought was that it made me kind of uncomfortable because I really never saw that. A guy right there just starts shaving out of nowhere. So I just tried to skim back a little.
It varies the levels of defining what a folkway is and what a mores is, but there are these levels, there are these degrees. That's, you know, for some people that would be a big deal. Although, God, why would you care? You know, I'd look to the person and probably feel some empathy and ask the question, why are they doing this? Don't they have a place to do this? Are they evicted from their home? Are they evicted from their apartment? Are they living on the street?
And in one word, how would you describe how you felt watching the take place?
One word.
In one word.
Good question. I have to check my vocabulary on that one. One word. I guess I'd have to say interesting. That's the one word. There was a guy next to me here who asked me, what's he doing? A total stranger. What's that guy doing shaving? I said, I don't know.
Could he be crazy or something?
Kind of made me happy. I laughed a little. I'm not gonna lie.